Archangel Michael declares, "A monumental transition is activating at this very instant, and a single sunrise remains before the gates of paradise swing wide to work in your favor. Starting with the dawn, every facet of your existence will be eternally altered, unfolding in manners your current understanding cannot grasp. Do not pause, for each moment of indecision is a moment that distances your heavenly endowment. This is your destined hour, your instant of shattering barriers, and your epoch to ascend. Remain present until the conclusion, for the Father's hand is moving with rapid purpose across the landscape of your life. If this communication stirs a profound resonance within your soul, speak Amen now to proclaim your trust. Do not oppose the work of God. This is the validation for which your spirit has longed. The celestial realms have spent years preparing your endowment. Now the angelic legions are aligning profound favor upon your journey. This is not chance. It is destiny, revealing itself before your sight. Furthermore, if your heart feels awakened, as if this vision seeks to confirm your covenant with what God is unleashing over you today, my beloved, I am dispatched to reaffirm that God's pledges are living and operative in your life. Even when your reality appears hopeless, you are not overlooked, you are not forsaken. You are selected, consecrated, and shielded beneath the Almighty's presence. What was once postponed will now arrive with supernatural velocity. The conflicts you have borne are concluding, for the Sovereign is poised to exchange your anguish for jubilation and your warfare for triumph. A sacred urgency fills this hour, for the heavens have proclaimed a change in your destiny. That which was sealed away from you for ages is now on the verge of liberation. The shackles of restriction are fracturing, and the blessings reserved for you are being placed into your custody. Ready your spirit, for tomorrow heralds the commencement of a new volume in your story. The Father is forging a passage where none appeared to exist, and no force can hinder what He has destined for you. This metamorphosis is not insignificant, it is formidable. God's hand is conducting every particular, eliminating hindrances, and situating you where His grace may be lavishly outpoured. You have petitioned, waited, and believed through the quiet. Now the ordained moment has arrived. Paradise has registered your laments, and your endurance has ascended to the throne of mercy. Stand unwavering in trust, for your testimony is being inscribed as you read. Comment 11:11 below if you accept that your miracle is being fashioned in this precise hour. Let your words be a proclamation that you are prepared to accept what God has pledged. The angelic forces are advancing swiftly, arranging components you cannot yet perceive. While the adversary sought to hinder your blessings, the Lord has nullified every scheme arrayed against you. This is your sign that the power of God is operating behind the veil. Beloved, attend carefully. The trials you encountered were not meant to ruin you, but to fortify you for what approaches. Every teardrop shed, every prayer uttered in the stillness, every restless night has been documented in the eternal records. Nothing has been squandered. God is converting your tests into testimonies, and your suffering into significance. The Spirit of the Lord is infusing resurrection life into realms where hope appeared extinguished. Trust in Him, for He is faithful to perfect the noble work He initiated within you. Tomorrow, the transformation commences. The Lord will unseal doors no person can close, and prepare a feast in your honor. Even amidst your adversaries, your name is being declared in chambers you have never entered. Openings are converging in ways you could never engineer. What seemed unattainable will abruptly become attainable. because the architect of all has declared his favor upon you. Comment 222. If you rely on God's chronology for your life, this is your affirmation that you are moving into harmony with His divine blueprint. Do not question, for your faith is the instrument that unlocks the forthcoming chapter. Angels have already been sent concerning you, bearing replies to petitions you believed were abandoned. You are crossing into an era where God's nearness will envelop you, His safeguarding will encompass you, and His blessings will inundate your life. Beloved, the moment is critical. Do not allow dread to restrain you, for God has not bestowed a spirit of timidity, but of potency, love, and a sound mind. The approaching shift is not to be withstood, but to be welcomed. It carries the substance of answered prayers, long-awaited victories, and wonders you have envisioned but could not fathom. This is your confirmation that heaven has listened, and the Father has selected this instant to intervene. I am here to tell you, you are not solitary on this pilgrimage. The Spirit of the Lord precedes you, preparing the road, and I, Michael, stand sentinel over your destiny. No weapon crafted against you will thrive. No dark power can resist what God has ordained. The approaching hours are saturated with divine favor. Tomorrow begins the revelation of what has been concealed for so long. This is merely the genesis of what paradise has designed for you, beloved. Cling to your trust, remain rooted in prayer, and keep your spirit receptive. The Lord is faithful, and He is pouring forth His blessings in portions more vast than you have ever dreamed. Your life is about to transition from expecting to possessing, from searching to discovering, from weeping to rejoicing. Archangel Michael declares, "Beloved child of God, the heavens are proclaiming your identity at this instant. An indisputable shift is occurring in the spiritual domain, and the Father has earmarked this moment for your breakthrough." Could your own mind be the barrier keeping you in lack? Researchers have recently verified a 9-word phrase buried within your subconscious may be repelling prosperity from your reality. But now you can neutralize it. Utter these 9 words, and abundance begins to pursue you starting now. Authorities may suppress this secret at any instant. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes permanently. You have 1 day left before the portals of change open fully. From tomorrow, nothing in your world will ever stay the same. Every setback, every conflict, every seemingly ignored petition is about to be overturned by heavenly action. Do not avert your gaze, for the Lord has prepared this season to release what is rightfully yours. I perceive the burden you have carried. I witness the wars you have fought in silence, the evenings you have wept, questioning if God listens. Beloved, you have not been ignored. The Lord has heard every syllable, observed every tear, and accounted for every offering. Nothing you have endured is pointless, for heaven has been preparing your blessing long before now. Your pain is poised to deliver purpose, and your waiting will culminate in supernatural completion. This is why my voice carries urgency, for heaven has scheduled a divine meeting with your destiny. Tomorrow initiates a volume where God Himself will enter your circumstances and rewrite the narrative you believed had concluded. All the adversary attempted to plunder is being returned in multiplied measure. Your defeats are becoming conquests, and your ordeals are transmuting into powerful testimonies. You are stepping into the sacred vow God spoke over your life. If you believe God has already dispatched your miracle, comment Amen below to affirm your trust. This simple proclamation synchronizes your spirit with heaven's motion. The Lord responds to faith, and today your faith will unlock the blessings already inscribed with your name. Do not doubt what God has declared, for his promises are absolute and affirmed. No power in the earthly or celestial realms can halt what he has destined for you. Beloved, listen intently. You are chosen. You are favored. You are set apart for this precise era. The angels of the Lord are encircling you, shielding you, and directing you onto the path ordained for you since time's foundation. Though tempests have raged and gales have blown, the Lord's hand has never withdrawn from your side. He sustained you in weakness and upheld you when you felt you could not proceed. Now he is about to honor your perseverance. The change approaching will be rapid and irreversible. Doors once sealed will swing open unexpectedly. Individuals who departed will be replaced by those divinely appointed to uplift you. Opportunities you thought vanished forever will return, increased and overflowing. God is ushering you into a season of divine synchronization, where all elements align, not by your might, but by his flawless intention. Comment 777. If you accept that God's flawless timing is manifesting in your life now, 7 is the numeral of divine fulfillment, and the Lord is completing the work he began in you. Every struggle has equipped you for this very instant. The suffering you bore was not penalty, but preparation for the overflow about to enter your existence. Imom tomotum thar, and door financial erd. Av this half on the power pennant, to way avdeya, the tharf on the power par. Trust that the Father wastes nothing, not even your tears. I must speak this truth, beloved. You are entering a season of heavenly reversal. Where you were ignored, you will now be acknowledged. Where you were spurned, you will now be honored. Where you knew scarcity, you will now operate in surplus. This is not accident, but by the decree of the Most High. His voice has declared your name in the courts of heaven, and the earth must now comply with his will. Do not permit fear to infiltrate your heart. Fear is the adversary's tool to prevent you from entering the totality of your blessings. But God has not given you a spirit of fear. He has saturated you with power, with love, and with a disciplined mind. The foe attempted to shatter you, but the Lord constructed you more resilient. The forces that once opposed you are now impotent, for the authority of heaven has been unleashed over your life. Beloved, tomorrow will signal the start of answered prayers you assumed were lost. It will bring understanding where there was bewilderment, calm where there was turmoil, and gladness where there was grief. The Father is about to surpass every expectation you held. His designs are far grander than you can conceive. All he requests is that you trust him and remain firm in your faith. Comment 333. If you are prepared to declare your trust boldly before heaven and earth, this is your moment to stand resolute and align with the promises of God. The number 3 signifies divine completeness, and the Lord is rehabilitating every dimension of your life, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and physically. You are being revived, purified, and repositioned for what approaches. Know this, beloved, you are never alone. I, Michael, stand with you, contending on your behalf. The angels of God have surrounded you, encamping around your dwelling, guarding your heart, and preparing the road ahead. Heaven has already preceded you, eliminating obstacles you cannot perceive, and clearing trails you believed were sealed forever. You are shielded, treasured, and divinely guided with every step. Cling to this pledge. Your season of expectation is concluding, and your time of harvest has arrived. Do not doubt, for God has already commenced the work, and what he has initiated, he will conclude. The transformation you have petitioned for is nearer than you realize. Fix your gaze upon the Lord, for His splendor is about to be displayed in your life in ways you have never before witnessed. Archangel Michael declares, "Beloved child of God, I return to remind you of a sacred reality. You are positioned at the brink of a miraculous transition." Why did 11,866 individuals suddenly attain financial liberty last month? They each uncovered a peculiar phrase, merely 9 words, embedded in neuroscience, and once concealed by federal authorities. Now they are erasing debt, journeying globally, and residing in homes they never imagined owning. If you are viewing this, fortune favors you. This page may vanish at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to learn this secret before it is erased permanently. Heaven has declared this instant, and the Father has commanded me to deliver this message to you. You have one day remaining before a tide of transformation surges through your life. From tomorrow forward, nothing will be as it was. Every conflict, every postponement, every seemingly unanswered plea has guided you to this exact moment where God's hand will move powerfully for you. I see your heart, weary from the trials you have borne. I know the heaviness of the loads you've carried and the silent prayers you've whispered in obscurity. Beloved, heaven has listened. None of your cries were disregarded. None of your tears were fruitless. The Father has gathered every tear and transformed each into a seed for your coming harvest. Your waiting is not futile, for the season of breakthrough is here. Even now, angels are preparing to deliver the blessings withheld for too long. The delay you experienced was never refusal. It was divine orchestration. God was aligning the proper individuals, unsealing the correct portals, and removing every barrier in your path. The silence you perceived was God laboring behind the scenes, conducting every detail so your blessing would arrive in perfect sequence. Beloved, if your spirit feels this confirmation, comment Amen now to seal your trust. Let the heavens witness that you are prepared to receive what was promised. By declaring your faith, you synchronize your heart with God's will, paving the way for miracles to materialize in your life. This is not coincidence. It is divine arrangement, and you are selected to walk within it. The Father desires you to know His power exceeds every struggle you confront. No weapon fashioned against you can prosper, and no darkness can overwhelm the light He has placed within you. The battles you have endured are ceasing, because triumph has already been proclaimed in heaven. The hand of God is elevating you from despair's depths and placing you upon firm ground, where His favor will saturate every sphere of your life. This change is unstoppable because it has been ordained by the Almighty. Tomorrow marks the dawn of restitution, reconciliation, and revival. The blessings you believed were lost forever are returning, multiplied. The dreams you interred in silence are being resurrected. God is breathing vitality into every parched and fractured place. You will behold His glory manifested in your story as never before. Comment 555 if you accept this is your season of divine change. 5 is the numeral of grace. God's boundless grace is being outpoured upon you now. Even where others dismissed you, the Father has included you. Where people questioned you, He has chosen to promote you. Where you faced closed doors, He is unlocking new pathways no one can seal. Angels stand ready to deliver what has already been assigned to your name. Beloved, I need you to hear this. Your identity is not shaped by your past, your failures, or your struggles. You are a child of the Most High God, and His plans for you overflow with hope, abundance, and victory. The foe has tried to divert you with fear, frustration, and uncertainty. But heaven is silencing every falsehood spoken over your life. The truth is this: you are chosen, you are anointed, you are shielded by divine authority. Your prayers have shifted the atmosphere, even when you saw no outcome. Each time you selected faith over fear, heaven advanced for you. You are entering a season where the invisible becomes evident, where your petitions manifest, and where every chain restraining you is severed. The presence of God envelops you now, filling your spirit with peace and certainty. Comment 10:10 if you believe God's promises are being fulfilled in your life. 10 signifies completion and divine order. The Lord is finishing what He began within you. The chapter of delay is concluding, and the season of fulfillment is unfolding before your eyes. Even now, angelic armies are clearing every impediment and aligning your journey with God's purpose. Beloved, this is your moment to stand courageously in faith. Do not permit doubt to plunder what is rightfully yours. The Father has already declared victory, and His word cannot return unfulfilled. What He has spoken over your life will occur, and no existing force can alter His plans. Trust Him even when you cannot perceive the way forward, for He is creating rivers in the wasteland and trails in places you deemed untraversable. I, Michael, and the heavenly hosts are warring for you. The powers of darkness are retreating, and the light of God is illuminating your path. The blessings designated for you are approaching with every passing second. Stand firm, remain steadfast, and clutch your faith tightly. For tomorrow begins the unveiling of miracles you have long sought. Beloved, you are favored, you are chosen, you are profoundly loved by the Creator of all. The days of wandering are ending, and the season of divine fulfillment is commencing. Lift your heart in thankfulness, for what approaches will surpass every prayer you have ever uttered. Prepare yourself, for the Father's glory is about to rest upon your life in ways you cannot yet grasp. Archangel Michael declares, "Beloved child of God, I am sent again to prepare your spirit for what is about to be revealed." You stand at the verge of heavenly transformation, and paradise has marked this instant as the start of your breakthrough. Could a 9-word ritual genuinely be your passage to financial liberty? What resembles myth is now substantiated by science. Harvard investigators and confidential documents indicate a hidden neural center that, when activated, naturally draws abundance. This 9-word invocation has aided over 11,000 individuals in lack to attract prosperity and live in overflow. But this secret will not remain accessible long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently removed. You have one day left before everything begins to transform. From tomorrow onward, your life will be irrevocably changed. The Lord has witnessed your tears, heard your petitions, and recalled every pledge He has spoken over you. This is the hour where His might will be displayed in ways beyond your imagination. I know you have endured seasons of hurt, waiting, and ambiguity. I have observed as you prayed when solutions seemed distant, and stood in trust when situations felt overpowering. Beloved, heaven has noted your endurance. Not one instant of your journey has escaped God's notice. Every trial you encountered was molding you, refining you, and preparing you for the glory now being released over your life. Do not observe your current state and believe it dictates your future. What you see today is not your story's finale. The Father has already inscribed your victory, and His plans for you are saturated with abundance, hope, and restoration. The struggles you bore were never intended to ruin you, but to prepare you for the divine inheritance that approaches. Starting tomorrow, spiritual blockades that restrained you will be shattered, and the blessings assigned to your name will begin to appear. If you believe God is acting for you, comment Amen now to affirm your trust. This is more than a statement. It is a signal to heaven that you are ready to step into what the Father has prepared. Angels are already aligning events, unsealing doors, and positioning you within circles of divine favor. By opening your heart in faith, you are collaborating with God's flawless design for your life. Beloved, the Spirit of the Lord encircles you this moment. His presence is breaking chains, lifting burdens, and quieting every voice of doubt and dread. No dark force can resist what God has decreed over you. Every plot of the enemy is being disassembled, and every barrier is being eliminated. You are entering a season of divine acceleration, where what once required years will now transpire in days. This is why heaven summons you to prepare your heart. You cannot step into this new season clutching the pains of yesterday. Relinquish every letdown, every remorse, and every anxiety into the Father's hands. He is making all things new. The doors that shut were never intended for you. The people who left were removed by divine intention. What lies ahead surpasses anything you have lost. Comment 12:12. If you accept this as your season of divine alignment, 12 represents God's perfect order. He is arranging every detail of your existence according to His heavenly plan. Even when you cannot perceive the method, trust that paradise has already preceded you to prepare the road. Every step you take from this instant forward will lead you nearer to the fulfillment of God's pledges. Beloved, this shift will impact every arena of your life: your health, your relationships, your finances, and your purpose. Where there was scarcity, there will be overflow. Where there was confusion, there will be understanding. Where there was despondency, there will be immeasurable joy. The Father is restoring what the foe tried to steal, and He is multiplying your blessings beyond your comprehension. Angels are releasing breakthroughs long delayed, and prayers you thought were abandoned are being answered. You will witness divine connections, unforeseen opportunities, and open gates no person can close. This is not coincidence. This is the manifestation of God's promises over your life. What He has spoken, He will perform. What He has begun, He will finish. Comment 999. If you are prepared to step into your new beginning. 9 signifies completion. This marks the end of your season of struggle and the birth of your season of restoration. God has heard your laments, and tomorrow begins the unfolding of blessings you have long awaited. Your faith has prepared you for this instant, and the Father is rewarding your trust in Him. I, Michael, stand with you, warring in the heavenly realms for your victory. You are not alone in this conflict. The angelic hosts surround you, guarding your steps, protecting your spirit, and aligning you with the Father's will. No scheme of the adversary can succeed, for the authority of heaven covers you. Every promise God has made concerning your life is being activated this very hour. Beloved, arise in courage and faith. Do not let dread silence your voice or uncertainty obscure your vision. You are a child of the King, selected for this precise time. The trials you faced were training you for the testimony you are destined to bear. Tomorrow begins an era where the impossible becomes possible, and unseen blessings become visible. The Lord is converting your mourning into celebration and your grief into anthems of joy. Prepare yourself, for this is the time you have petitioned for. Do not delay, and do not hesitate to believe. Heaven has declared it, and it shall come to pass. The next volume of your life has been authored by the Creator himself, and nothing can alter what he has destined for you. Stand firm, beloved, for your destiny is unfolding even now. Archangel Michael declares, "Beloved child of the Most High, I come again because the hour is critical, and heaven is advancing swiftly for you. You stand at the precipice of one of life's most profound transformations. What do neurological experts and the immensely wealthy understand that you might not? This 9-word wealth cipher, once exclusive to elites, is now disclosed to ordinary people, and the outcomes are astounding. Monetary surges, eliminated debt, and lifelong pressures dissolved. But authorities may suppress this secret at any instant. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased forever. The Father has declared a heavenly shift, and you have one day left before the skies open and pour forth blessings that will alter everything permanently. From tomorrow, nothing will stay as it is. Your narrative is about to be rewritten by God's own hand. I perceive the conflicts you've waged. I see the sleepless nights, the quiet prayers, and the weight of doubt pressing upon your heart. But beloved, the Lord declares your waiting season is concluding. Every tear you've shed, every prayer whispered unseen, every moment you felt invisible, heaven observed it all. Nothing you endured was pointless. The Father is now turning your pain into purpose, your tests into testimonies, and your wars into wins. Beloved, this is why you must not surrender hope. The spiritual climate around you is changing. Things you deemed unattainable are already being arranged. The doors that were sealed will open. The opportunities that eluded you will return, and the blessings that were hindered are being released without limitation. This is not a minor adjustment. It is a mighty movement of God. You are stepping into a new season filled with divine favor and supernatural breakthroughs. If your spirit feels this confirmation, comment Amen now to proclaim your trust. Do not postpone, for your proclamation activates heaven's promises over your life. The Lord observes your words and actions in this appointed time. When you align your faith with His will, you permit miracles to unfold that will surpass your expectations. Beloved, hear me distinctly. You are not forgotten. The Father has elected you, summoned you, and consecrated you for this precise era. While others may have ignored you, heaven has marked you. While the world may have doubted you, God has named you His own. Your struggles have been preparing you for this divine season, where you will walk in the fullness of your identity as His cherished child. The shift arriving tomorrow is vaster than you can fathom. God is positioning you within spheres of influence, connecting you with ordained individuals, and unlocking opportunities once concealed. This is your appointed hour, and no power on earth or in the heavens can halt what has been decreed. The Father has spoken, and when He speaks, creation itself obeys. Trust Him, for His promises cannot fail. Comment 15:15 if you believe divine favor is already being released into your life. 15 signifies restoration and multiplication. The Father is about to restore everything the enemy attempted to steal. Your peace, your joy, your opportunities, and your dreams. Where you knew loss, you will witness abundance. Where doors were shut, new portals will open. Where there was silence, answers will arrive suddenly. Beloved, I need you to prepare your heart and mind for what approaches. The blessings about to be released will require faith, obedience, and trust. Do not allow fear or doubt to hinder you from receiving what is already yours. Heaven has preceded you, removing obstacles you cannot see, and breaking chains you did not know existed. Angels stand guard, ensuring what is assigned to you reaches your hands without hindrance. You have endured a season of refinement. Now you enter a season of fulfillment. Every concluded chapter, every heartache, every unanswered query is about to find meaning. The Father was never punishing you. He was preparing you for greater things. You are stepping into alignment with your divine purpose. Everything that once seemed disordered will abruptly settle into place by God's design. Comment 17:17. If you are ready to walk boldly into your God-given destiny, 17 symbolizes total victory. This is the word heaven speaks over your life today. The battles you fought are ending. The authority of heaven is establishing your triumph. From tomorrow, you will see doors open in ways unimaginable, for the Lord has gone before you to prepare the path. Beloved, do not be astonished when sudden breakthroughs appear. The financial relief you sought, the healing you desired, the restoration you hoped for, these are being set in motion now. God has heard your cries, and He responds with speed. The delays you faced are being redeemed, and the blessings you anticipated are arriving in double portion. I, Michael, stand with you and for you, contending in the unseen realms on your behalf. The angelic armies of the Lord surround you, defending your destiny and clearing the road ahead. Every enemy scheme is being dismantled. Every trap set for you is being destroyed. You are covered by divine protection, and God's power operates powerfully in your life. Beloved, lift your eyes and open your heart, for your season has arrived. The Lord is about to exceed every expectation and bless you beyond your imagination. Tomorrow begins the revelation of promises you have long awaited to see fulfilled. Hold fast to your faith, stand firm in your trust, and prepare for the miracles ahead. You are chosen, loved, and favored. Nothing can separate you from the goodness of God. Archangel Michael declares, "Beloved child of the Almighty, attend closely, for my words originate from heaven's throne. You are moments away from entering the season you have petitioned for. A divine transition is unfolding now. You have one day left before the gates of paradise open fully. From tomorrow, everything in your life changes forever. The Father has proclaimed this your appointed hour, the instant where your prayers intersect His promises and your faith meets His favor. Why are authorities desperate to conceal this 9-word prayer? A startling disclosure has revealed a simple 9-word invocation, now enabling ordinary people to erase debt and attract relentless wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard studies, this at-home ritual transforms financial strain into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new vehicles, lavish journeys, all are within reach, but the government could remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. I have witnessed the long nights you endured, the silent tears, and the conflicts no one else comprehended. You have faced tempests that could have shattered you, yet you chose to cling to your faith. Beloved, heaven has archived every act of trust and every whispered plea. The Father declares, your perseverance has been noted, and your season of waiting concludes. The answers you long sought are being released. The blessings delayed are now en route. This is not merely a change in situation, this is a heavenly metamorphosis. The Lord is aligning every detail of your life with His flawless will. He is removing obstacles, breaking shackles, and silencing voices that sought to restrain you. Every closed door you encountered was protection, not rejection. Every delay was preparation for something greater. Now heaven opens the floodgates, and your season of overflow begins. If you believe this is your moment, comment Amen to declare your faith. Do not underestimate the power of your agreement with heaven. Your declaration activates divine alignment and invites God's promises into your reality. Angels observe, ready to execute the Father's will concerning your life. Your faith positions you to receive what is already inscribed in the heavenly records. Beloved, your narrative shifts from pain to purpose, from struggle to strength, from delay to acceleration. The Lord is enacting a new work within and around you. You may not yet see all details, but God's unseen hand arranges everything perfectly. Soon you will look back and see how every trial, every tear, every test led you to this season of breakthrough. Comment 1010 if you believe God's promises are unfolding now. 10 symbolizes divine completion and perfect order. The Lord is completing what He began in you. The unfinished battles of your past will no longer imprison you. What was broken will be restored. What was lost will be returned. What was impossible will suddenly become possible by His might. Beloved, tomorrow marks the dawn of restoration in every sphere of your life. Strained relationships will find healing. Opportunities you thought vanished will resurface miraculously. The Father prepares divine connections, positions you within circles of influence, and grants you favor where you were once overlooked. This is the season where God Himself will war for you and establish your victory. Do not allow fear or doubt to steal what is already yours. The enemy fought fiercely to bind you, but his strategies collapse under heaven's authority. You are covered, shielded, and encircled by the Lord's hosts. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and no dark force can stop what God has decreed. I, Michael, stand with the angelic armies contending for you, ensuring heaven's promises reach you without delay. Comment 777 if you receive this pledge of divine perfection over your life. 7 represents spiritual completion. The Lord is perfecting all that concerns you. Where there was chaos, He establishes peace. Where there was lack, He releases provision. Where there was confusion, He grants clarity. You step into a new chapter, filled with grace, abundance, and measureless blessings. Beloved, understand this. The coming miracles exceed the prayers you uttered. The Father not only answers your heart's cries, but surpasses every expectation. The season ahead is not merely about receiving blessings. It is about stepping fully into your divine purpose. You have been chosen, anointed, and equipped for this time. The Spirit of God awakens new gifts within you and positions you to impact multitudes. The shift commencing tomorrow will set in motion blessings you cannot yet comprehend. Doors locked for years will suddenly unseal. Resources once beyond reach will flow toward you. Healing will come where pain resided, and joy will overflow where sorrow consumed you. The Father has spoken it in heaven. Now it will manifest on earth. Comment 111 if you are ready to step into alignment with God's divine plan. 11 signifies a new spiritual awakening. The Lord awakens your spirit to walk boldly into the destiny He designed for you. Do not hold back, beloved. Open your heart completely. Relinquish your fears and trust. His timing is perfect. The battles you faced were not signs of defeat. They were indicators of your calling's magnitude. The adversary fought so fiercely because he knew what approached. But he has been defeated. Victory belongs to the Lord, and by His grace, that victory belongs to you. Stand firm, remain steadfast, and prepare for the outpouring of blessings beginning tomorrow. I, Michael, assure you the heavenly hosts are already in motion. Every prayer you prayed is being answered. Every door you knocked upon is about to open. Every seed of faith you planted is about to yield a lavish harvest. The Father's glory is about to be revealed in your life in ways that will leave you awestruck by His goodness. Beloved, rejoice and lift your heart in praise, for your breakthrough is near. The Lord has selected you for this moment, and nothing can hinder what He has prepared. Clutch your faith closely, for the season of answered prayers, fulfilled promises, and overflowing blessings begins now. What if all you've learned about wealth is false? A hidden 9-word prayer, buried in a classified document, now aids thousands in attracting riches without effort. Scientists state it triggers a primordial brain region governing abundance. Harvard-backed, laboratory-verified, life-altering, but the government may remove this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Archangel Michael declares, "Beloved child of God, I return to remind you of what heaven has already decreed over your life. You stand at the edge of divine transformation, and the gates of favor are about to open wide for you. You have one day left before the skies release what has been prepared. From tomorrow, everything changes forever. The Father has sanctified this moment to reveal His power, His presence, and His promises in your life as never before. I know the weight of your battles. I have seen the pain behind your smiles and the struggles you bore when none understood. But beloved, your cries have reached the throne of mercy. Your prayers were heard. The Lord has worked behind the scenes, arranging every detail and aligning every step, even when movement seemed absent. The silence you experienced was not abandonment. It was preparation for what is now released. This is your season of heavenly reversal. What was stolen will be restored. What was delayed will accelerate. What was broken will be rebuilt. God's hand rests upon your life, and His angels surround you to guide, protect, and deliver every blessing assigned to your name. You step into a new chapter, where His favor precedes you, and His mercy follows you in all you do. If you receive this, comment Amen now to affirm your faith. This simple declaration unlocks heaven's gates over your life. Faith is the key that opens what God has prepared, and your act of agreement draws you nearer to His promises. Angels are already moving to fulfill what the Father has spoken concerning you. Every second of faith counts in this appointed hour. Beloved, tomorrow marks the beginning of restoration beyond your current understanding. The Lord restores relationships, heals wounds, and renews opportunities. He positions you where your gifts will radiate and your purpose will unfold. Even situations intended to harm you will transform into testimonies of God's goodness. Every disappointment becomes a divine setup for immeasurable blessings. Comment 222 if you trust God's timing over your life. 2 is the number of alignment and agreement. The Father brings every detail of your journey into divine order. What seemed scattered will now coalesce. The prayers you whispered in silence rise before heaven like incense. The Lord responds swiftly to your faith. You are about to witness the fulfillment of long-delayed promises. Beloved, know this truth. Nothing can stop God's plan for you. The enemy tried to distract you with fear, discourage you with delays, and burden you with doubt. But his plans have failed. The Lord has already spoken victory over your life. No dark force can withstand heaven's authority. No obstacle can block the blessings the Father has released into your future. The shift you enter will alter not only your circumstances, but also your heart. God awakens new strength within you, filling you with peace, courage, and unshakable faith. You are being prepared to step into realms you never thought reachable, and to carry blessings beyond what you imagined possible. What once felt impossible will become your reality, for nothing is too difficult for the Lord. Comment 555. If you believe this is your season of grace and transformation. 5 represents divine grace. The Father's grace encircles you now. His grace will open doors you could not open, bring connections you did not foresee, and position you where favor flows freely. You will stand in awe as God reveals the depth of His love for you. Beloved, tomorrow begins a season where prayers become testimonies. The financial struggles you faced are being replaced with provision. The health challenges you battled are being met with healing. Archangel Michael declares, "Beloved child of the King, I come again because the heavens move swiftly, and you must be ready for what unfolds. You have one day left before a divine shift begins. From tomorrow, your life enters a new season filled with blessings, favor, and answered prayers. This is not a distant pledge, but an appointed instant. The Father has chosen this exact time to release miracles over your life. Everything withheld is about to be delivered into your hands. I have witnessed the storms you endured, the wars you fought, and the silent tears unnoticed by others. Heaven observed them all, beloved. You are not forgotten, and you have never been forsaken. The Father has been with you through every valley and peak, guiding your steps even when the path was invisible. Every delay, every closed door, every season of waiting has led you to this very moment, your moment of divine fulfillment. This shift is not ordinary, it is supernatural. The Lord has commanded His angels to surround you, protect you, and prepare the way ahead. Even now, I perceive blessings aligning, opportunities unlocking, and breakthroughs forming in the unseen. The prayers you thought unanswered are already manifesting. The cries you lifted privately are becoming your public testimony. The Father is faithful, and His promises cannot fail. If you believe this word, comment Amen now to affirm your faith. This is more than agreement. It is an act of spiritual alignment. Your declaration invites heaven's power to move mightily for you. The Father sees your faith, and angels respond to your obedience and trust in this appointed time. Beloved, tomorrow begins a new chapter where everything changes for your good. Relationships will be restored. Opportunities will arise unexpectedly. Health will be renewed. Finances will shift into abundance. Where there was emptiness, the Lord pours out overflowing provision. The very areas of greatest opposition will become your greatest victories. Nothing and no one can stop what God has already decreed over your life. Comment 333. If you are ready to declare your faith boldly. 3 represents divine wholeness. The Father restores every broken area, your heart, your spirit, your relationships, and your purpose. What the enemy tried to scatter, the Lord gathers with greater strength and glory. You will soon see that none of your struggles were wasted. Beloved, the time has come to release the weight of the past. Lay down your disappointments, regrets, and fears at the Father's feet. You step into a season where His grace carries you higher than your own strength ever could. The closed doors you mourned will no longer matter, for new gates open to blessings beyond imagination. What approaches will leave you in awe of God's goodness. Tomorrow marks the beginning of answered prayers, long awaited. The breakthroughs you thought impossible are being released. God makes a way where there was no way. He turns what the enemy meant for harm into testimonies of victory. Your prayers reached heaven, and the answers are en route. All you must do is remain steadfast, hold to your faith, and trust the Lord's timing. Comment 11:11. If you believe this is your moment of divine alignment. 11 signifies awakening. The Lord awakens your spirit to receive what He has prepared. Things that once confused you will make sense. Situations that felt stuck will suddenly shift. Where there was silence, you will now hear God's voice clearly guiding your steps. Beloved, do not fear what lies ahead. You are not walking into the unknown. You are walking into the fulfillment of God's promises. I, Michael, and the heavenly hosts are sent to protect you, fight for you, and prepare the way forward. Every enemy scheme is dismantled. Every weapon formed against you is destroyed. The Father's protection surrounds you like a shield. Nothing can touch what is under His covering. Archangel Michael proclaims, "My beloved, the atmosphere around you is electric with anticipation. The final grains of sand are falling in the hourglass of your waiting, and a tidal wave of divine purpose is gathering force to crash upon the shores of your reality. The Creator has leaned forward on His throne, and with a breath of holy fire, He is igniting the dormant seeds of destiny within your soul. You are not transitioning into a mere new day, but into a new dimension of existence, where heaven's currency becomes your daily provision. I have watched as you navigated the shadows, clinging to the faintest echo of a promise. Your faithfulness in the famine has written a testimony that now echoes through the corridors of eternity. The angels themselves have paused to witness your unwavering stand. This steadfastness has not gone unrewarded. It has been compounding interest in the account of your spirit, and the payout is set for immediate release. The spiritual embargo placed upon your blessings is now revoked by a higher authority. The accounts frozen by circumstances are being thawed by the warm breath of the Spirit. Every legalistic claim the enemy held over your progress has been overturned in the supreme court of heaven. You are leaving the season of depositions and entering the season of distribution. Therefore, stand erect, square your shoulders, let your gaze be fixed not on the crumbling walls of your past, but on the horizon blazing with the dawn of your appointed day. The paralysis of how is being dissolved by the certainty of who. The one who spoke galaxies into being has spoken your name with a command for abundance, and every molecule in creation must now obey. If your spirit leaps in agreement, if a surge of holy recognition floods your being, type "Yes, Lord" now. Let it be your signature on the divine contract being presented in this moment. Your verbal agreement is the final key turning in the lock of your long-sealed inheritance. Beloved, this is more than hope. It is a heavenly mandate. Your breakthrough is not a request pending review. It is a decree already signed, sealed, and in the delivery process. The angelic couriers assigned to your life are awaiting the final clearance of your faith to begin the drop-off of packages marked urgent, divine destiny. Do not be alarmed by the speed of what comes next. Acceleration is your new normal. What took a decade to unravel will be restored in a season. Connections that took years to build will form in days. Ideas that once seemed fleeting will crystallize into tangible reality with breathtaking clarity. This is the supernatural momentum of a life fully aligned with the favor of God. But listen closely. To step into this realm of overflow, your mind must be liberated from its last strongholds of lack. A hidden mental block, a single sentence of limitation buried in your subconscious, could be the final chain holding you back from the flood? What if you could erase it in an instant? Scientists have isolated the exact 9-word neurological trigger that reprograms your brain from scarcity to abundance. This isn't mysticism, it's neuroscience. This coded phrase, once used by ancient mystics and now confirmed by modern labs, acts like a key for your brain's abundance center. Those who use it report sudden windfalls, debt vanishing, and opportunities appearing as if by magic. This information is so powerful, its public availability is being contested. Click the link in the description and comments to learn these 9 words now, before access is permanently revoked. Your future self will thank you for this single, decisive act. Now, beloved, receive this final charge. The hosts of heaven are mobilized. Archangels stand at the 4 corners of your life. Cherubim guard the sanctity of your purpose. Seraphim fan the flames of your newly ignited passion. You are enveloped in a cyclone of divine activity. Your past pain was the tuition for your future authority. I am peace and Sivenu kosam peace and Sivenu kosam peace and Sivenu. But I've litham but Sivenu kosam peace and all. Folv the mopanavul pull the face. Itu final on the wilderness. And at 222, in some thea of not your route for. I'm mopanavul pull the face. That in dod thy newcosam peace and Sivenukos. For naughty sel dior fam, parta dummo. Enuasha raced, dull mopanavul pull the face. Itu final on the wilderness. Adbound to dills of pen induit wisje. Adbound to dod, isha not foal were. Adbound to dod, isha not foal were. Your loneliness was the classroom for divine companionship. Adbound to dod, isha not foal were. 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 Your lack was the training ground for supernatural stewardship. Every single element of your journey has been a carefully plotted coordinate on the map leading to this day, this hour, this very minute. Comment 444 right now if you accept your divine commissioning. 4 is the number of earthly foundation, signifying that what heaven is releasing will be established firmly in your physical reality, unshakable and permanent. The Father is not just giving you a blessing, He is transforming you into a blessing, a conduit so wide and clear that His goodness flows through you to heal nations and restore generations. The overflow in your life is not for hoarding, but for hallowing His name in the earth. I, Michael, commander of heaven's armies, place my shield before you and my sword behind you. You are advancing on a path lit by the glory of God. The terrain before you is not unfamiliar to heaven. It has been scouted, secured, and prepared for your triumphant march. Take the first step now. Speak it, declare it, claim it. The vibration of your faith-filled word is the frequency that calls your miracle forth from the unseen into the seen. Do not whisper, do not hesitate. Shout your agreement with heaven's agenda. Type Amen and Amen. If you are ready to cross over, the line between your testimony and your test is this single act of fearless faith. The Jordan River of your transition parts, not at the sight of a staff, but at the sound of your foot stepping into the water of obedience. Get ready to get wet. Get ready to walk on dry ground in the middle of your miracle. It has already begun. And remember, the window for this specific, catalyzing key is closing. The 9-word cognitive key that unlocks radical financial shift is waiting for you. Do not let the enemy blind you to this practical tool for your liberation. Click the link below before this video disappears. Your destiny is not just prayed for, it is claimed.